Hello, I'm April with the Budgeting Sisters, and it is so great to be back doing videos and chatting with everybody. Today we're going to talk about income taxes, our tax return, and a strategy for that money or to make that payment. First, let's talk about if you owe taxes, right? So you paid all year long and you did not pay enough, or you had your own business and you saved all year long because you knew you were going to have to pay taxes, but you didn't save quite enough. The IRS is going to charge you interest. So you are going to want to pay that as soon as possible. I know when it comes to debt snowball and putting everything in order, Dave Ramsey recommends that if you owe the IRS, to put them at the top of the list because they will come after you. They're going to charge you interest. They're going to take all your tax returns until it's paid. So you might as well just pay it if you have the funds to take it and pay it. If you do not have the funds to pay it in full, quickly get on a payment plan and pay that monthly until it is paid off, and adjust what you're paying in 2023 so that you are withholding more either out of your paycheck from your employer or out of your self-employment taxes. Whatever you're setting aside for taxes, set aside a little bit more so that you don't have to owe as much of a bill next year. Again, you do want to make that a priority in your debt snowball to get it paid off quickly. But let's look at the other side of that. Let's hope that we all either made it out pretty even, got a little bit of return, got a big return. What should we do with that return? First off, if you got $1,000 or less of a tax return, then I would say you're claiming what you should be claiming and having held what should be withheld so that you're making the most money. The government isn't sitting on your money all year long while you're not getting interest and all of those things. A lot of people who get child earned income credit and get the daycare write-off or anything, it seems like people that have a lot more kids can be having the correct amount taken out during the year, but still get huge refunds. Lucky you. And let's just be smart with it. Let's do the right thing with that return, that refund, as it's called, I guess. They're refunding you your money. So back to the principles that the Budgeting Sisters try to follow, which follows along for the most part with the Dave Ramsey program. The first thing you want to do is make sure you have a $1,000 emergency fund. Once that $1,000 emergency fund is completed, then you focus on your debt. I will say in the Dave Ramsey program, it does say if you're low income, $500 might be enough. I know some people are not comfortable with only $1,000 because if you own a home, if your air conditioning unit goes, That's a $6,000 or $9,000 emergency. So some people want more than $1,000. So, take that into consideration. You figure out what is best for you, your household, your family, on what amount of emergency fund you would like. So you've got your emergency fund and you're still sitting on some tax refund. Next, you're going to look at your debt snowball. And if you're doing the snowball method, you're going to start with the smallest debt and start paying them off. Some people like to look at interest rates also, and I can definitely see the point in doing that. The whole concept of the snowball method is that you're gaining momentum and feeling like you're accomplishing things and making progress because you are paying off the smallest things. You're seeing progression move forward. You're seeing your amount get smaller and smaller, which can be motivating. Some people it's not. Some people are all about the dollars and they see paying off the highest interest rate first. And there is nothing wrong with that. This is your plan. You make it how you want it to be. For me, I do the snowball method. And in a few weeks, at the end of March, I'll be doing a debt update, showing you what I've paid off, if there's any new bills added to the list, and where things stand. I will say that what I used my income tax return for, which I'm one of those people that cut it just about right. Between state and federal, I got under $1,000, which was great because I got 3/4 of the way through my tax return and it kept saying I was going to owe money, which was stressing me out. So I'm content with where I am and what is withheld from my paycheck with my employers. So I finished out my emergency fund. I then paid my HOA fees for 2023. So 2022's fees are paid. 2023's fees, which aren't even due till April, are already paid. So yay me. And so any funds after that come in are going to go towards my debt snowball. You're going to see over the next month the influx that I had with cash in March, because it's that time of year where I get a yearly bonus. And that is all going towards, well, I shouldn't say all. 3/4 of that is going towards debt. And then the rest of it, there are certain things that I like to stock up on so that I'm not buying throughout the year. Things like toilet paper, shampoo, laundry detergent. I'm not going to get into that too much because I am going to be doing a video about that. So something to think about if you want to, set aside some funds for some things throughout the year that you won't have to buy. Another thing to think about with your tax return is if you don't have sinking funds set up and you've got Christmas, you've got to register your car, something else that's yearly, set that money aside or pay it ahead if you can. So let's think about what we can do with our tax return that will set us up for 2023. Set us up to have a good financial year, to accomplish our goals, to get moving in the right direction, and to look forward to our future, our financial future, and the future plans that we want to have, whether it be financial, family, education. What are your goals? What are you using your tax return for? Set a plan. Make a plan before that money hits your bank account, because you know the chances are once it hits your bank account, you're going to be shopping, you're going to be doing this and that. You know, money without a plan just gets spent, and there's no way to figure out where it got spent because you don't even remember what you spent it on. So let's not have another year like that. Let's decide right now what we are going to spend our tax return on, and let's meet our 2023 goals. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're planning on doing with your tax return. You know, not the nitty-gritty details. Just let me know if you have a plan. And hopefully your plan is helping you get closer to meeting your goals for 2023. I look forward to chatting with you in a couple days as we look at how I spent my tax return, my bonus, and what I stocked up on. I'll see you soon. Thanks and have a blessed day.